We're going to practice our one-footed turning drill here. And essentially what we're doing here is deconstructing one really important element of our single-sided turn, which is to be over the bottom bracket and be truly in the control center of the bicycle. Most riders tend to ride a little far back on the bike, and this little practice drill here is really the cure for that. So as I come into here, rather than coming in and sharing my footwork throughout the turn, what we're going to see here is that as I approach the turn, I'm simply going to drop my outside foot. So as I come toward the red cones at the entrance to the turn, I'm simply going to drop the outside foot all the way to 6 o'clock. Not the way I would normally turn, but again, we're simplifying an element of our normal turn here so that we can improve our actual cornering. So take a look here what this looks like as I come through. I'm going to be basically standing on my outside leg and just keeping that pressure directly over the outside leg throughout the turn. And what we're going to see here is that some elements are going to start lining up that are super important for making a good turn on the bicycle. So one of the things that's happening here, if we take a close look, is that my knee has essentially gone just in front of the toe, which is a great thing. The other thing that's happening here is that my body mass, basically the weight of my body, my hips and that sort of thing, are directly over the bottom bracket as I'm coming through here. And this is allowing really even compression of both ends of the suspension. So I'm in a really good spot on the bike, and my chin is directly over the stem. So this is something I ask riders to notice when they're practicing this. Do you notice that you're further forward than you were when you were doing your single-sided turns? And this is going to be a drill that you're going to kind of intersperse within that single-sided turn practice. So you might go from really good foot control through a single-sided turn and then just do a couple of one-footed turns to ensure that you're actually driving far forward enough on the bicycle that you're nice and centered up. A couple other things that you can think about since you're not worrying about your footwork is we can start to really think about whether our outside elbow is actually raising up in the way that we want it to. So some super simple things we can look at by deconstructing the turn. Remember, you're going to practice your normal turn a few times, come back to this, and then go back to your normal turn. Of course, you want to practice this on both sides.